Sometimes the greatest work God does is not in changing your situation, but in reshaping the person who is about to step into it. You've been asking for more, praying for breakthrough, believing for elevation. But what if the delay is not denial? What if this season is not empty, but intentional? Here are 5 ways God often prepares you before He releases what you've been waiting for. 1. He teaches you to stand when nothing feels stable. There are seasons when everything you relied on begins to shift. Plans change. Certainty disappears. Familiar ground feels unsure, not because God is abandoning you, but because He is teaching you how to stand without leaning on what is temporary. Faith grows strongest when there is nothing visible to hold on to. When you learn to trust God without guarantees, without timelines, without signs, you become ready for what requires spiritual maturity. What feels like instability may actually be God building your foundation deeper. 2. He redefines what you depend on. Sometimes God removes what once gave you confidence, not to hurt you, but to show you what was never meant to carry your future. Support systems change. Comfort zones collapse. What once worked no longer does. This is not loss for the sake of loss. This is realignment. God will never let you step into a greater season while still depending on what belongs to the old one. If something is leaving, it may be because it cannot go where God is taking you. 3. He awakens a hunger you can't ignore. You start to feel it quietly at first. A dissatisfaction that doesn't come from failure but from calling. The things that once fulfilled you now feel incomplete. Achievements feel small. Routine feels restless. This is not confusion. It is invitation. God awakens hunger before He releases purpose. He stirs the heart before He moves the circumstances. What you are sensing is not emptiness, it is direction. Your spirit is responding to what your eyes cannot yet see. 4. He gives you peace that doesn't match your circumstances. Even when answers haven't arrived, something inside you remains steady. You are not fearless, but you are not defeated. This kind of peace does not come from clarity. It comes from alignment. When God is preparing you, He teaches you to rest in Him before He reveals the outcome. You stop striving. You stop forcing. You begin trusting. And in that quiet confidence, heaven begins arranging what you could never organize on your own. 5. He strengthens you for what will demand more from you. Before God increases your influence, He deepens your character. Before He expands your territory, He expands your endurance. You may feel tested, challenged, pressed in ways you never were before. But growth always feels heavy before it becomes powerful. You are being trained for responsibility you haven't yet received. What seems difficult now is preparing you for what will require strength later. Here is the truth many never realize. God does not bless people into readiness. He readies people for blessing. He is shaping your faith, refining your heart, strengthening your obedience, aligning your desires. So if you feel stretched, uncertain, awakened, and quietly growing, you are not being forgotten. You are being formed. And when the door opens, when the promise arrives, when the season shifts, is greater than, you won't just receive it. You will be able to carry it. If this speaks to you, whisper this prayer today. God, make me ready for what you have prepared for me. Your preparation is not wasted. Your waiting is not empty. Your becoming is not unseen. Something is being built within you, and it is greater than what you have been asking for. If you believe, before God blesses you, He prepares you. Type Amen in the comment.